swing in October. It's Las Vegas at South Point Hotel and Casino, October 15th to the 18th with the Agent On Open. I will bring your score sheets down momentarily. Your lane assignments will be on there, so you will know which lane you're going to next. If you want to follow along on any of the standings, there will be a QR code. You can scan that. It'll take you to tournamentbowl.com, where you can find the standings, brackets, peggings. The only brackets that will not be on there is doubles, because Tournament Bowl doesn't do doubles brackets unless I haven't figured that out yet. And then make sure any family or friends at home is following along on Inside Bowling on YouTube. You can watch everything being streamed by Mike Flanagan. Lane courtesy, last thing, lane courtesy is just one lane courtesy. If you're looking for two, that's fine. Just please don't hold up the pace of play or get upset if somebody jumps you. All right, we're going to go ahead and turn your lanes on for 10 minutes of warm-up. Score sheets will be coming around, and again, your lane assignments on there. You do not have to bowl in the order that is on the score sheets. Just please make sure you write your scores in the correct spots, and please bowl across from your lane. So one will be on the left lane, one will be on the right lane. Good luck.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome into B Squad qualifying of the 2026 Desert Heat Doubles. It's the first year for this event. And my name is Mike Flanagan. I'll be taking you along for these 6 games. But before we get started, just want to let you know that this is the oil pattern up on the left side of your screen. It is just a house condition. They just call it China, the wall of China, the Great China Wall, whatever you want to call it, house conditions. Very high scoring. This morning we had an A squad with 15 different teams that shoot up. And you can see right there that your leaders are Andrew Kane and Lance Emerson at plus 494. Lance had the only 300 game this morning, followed in second by Matt Jones and George Gohagen the third at plus 440. And then you got Wyatt Trzykowski and Ben Perry at plus 271. Then Michael Majeski and David Majeski at plus 259, followed by in fifth Kyle King and Greg Thompson at plus 249. That's where we sit right now as we head into our B squad game number 1. You see the thumbnail cover guy right there. That's Darren Tang. D-Tang bowling with Michael Fitzgerald. We've also got Wesley Lowe on that pair. I also see Brandon Cryer, Josh Kennedy, several other really great bowlers here in this loaded B squad. This tournament would not be possible without the great folks that helped make this thing happen. We want to thank Theo Douthit, our tournament director. He runs a lot of events out here in Arizona. We were here for the Cactus Classic last month, and now back here this month for the Desert Heat Doubles. He also is involved in the Agent Ong Open coming up in October with Carl Ong, who is the tournament promoter of all 3 of events here. We call it the Southwest Swing. This is event number 2 of 3. Cactus Classic was number 1, this one number 2, and then we'll see you in October in Las Vegas at the South Point Bowling Plaza for event number 3, Agent Ong Open. Make sure you check that out at agentongopen.com. Also want to thank Reed Gibbs and his entire staff here at Sun City Bowling, here at Lakeview Lanes in Sun City, Arizona. It's a senior retirement community. It's a private bowling center, but they let us come in and run a couple of events, and we can't thank the community and the citizens here inside Sun City here at the bowling center that come and frequent all the time. Some of them are on the concourse watching right now. We appreciate you guys. I mentioned it is on a house shot, $10,000 first prize for the first place doubles team. Pay ratios 1 and 5. This is the B squad starting at 1 p.m. here on the West Coast, 4 p.m. out there on the East Coast. And in addition to that, we also want to tell you that our match play finals will begin at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Top 16 teams will come back for 3-game total pinfall matches, not Baker, complete games. Also tonight we'll have a C squad at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. tonight we'll have a C squad qualifying as well, and re-entries are welcome. If you can get down here and bowl, we'd love to have you come out and participate. Also want to thank our sponsors, Brunswick. Brunswick is our bowling ball and bowling brand sponsor. If you're looking for a new bowling ball bag or shoes or accessory, check out Brunswick Bowling. Also want to thank BroBQ and Dawgs. That's Theo's business. Boy, do they make some great food. Make sure when you're in Phoenix, make sure you check out BroBQ, Dawgs. They can cater your events, and they can come out and basically hook everybody up at your event, and you will be the talk of the town when you hire BroBQ and Dawgs. It's a labor of love, and boy, do they do a good job with it. And also Agent Ong, Carl Ong, Kathy Ong, founders behind the Agent Ong team. They are serving buyers, sellers, and investors throughout the Metro Phoenix area. So there you have it. Also, if you want to support our stream here over at InsideBowling.com, you can by saving 15% at InsideBowling.com year-round, and that's if you're watching this even on an archive stream. With coupon code YouTube, you can save 15% off all the apparel. We have all the major brands represented. Also, we have a deal of the week every single week, and this week it's Motive. Motive, 25% off Motive apparel with coupon code MOTIVE25. Hats, t-shirts, hoodies, polos, outerwear, quarter zips, full zips, you name it. It's 120 degrees here, so I don't know why you need a full zip, but in the winter you do. Make sure you check out Inside Bowling. And then one other thing that we're doing here today as well, if you were here with us earlier this morning, a friend of the bowling community, he's been on our streams, he's supported Inside Bowling for a long, long time. He's also won the USBC Masters. His name is D-Ron Booker. He has been diagnosed with leukemia, and he is in the hospital right now, going to be there for a while. Just sent an update, as a matter of fact, to everyone that gave to his GoFundMe account. and that update basically says, hey, everybody, thanks for the outpouring of support. Also want to let you know that my body's taking well to the chemotherapy. I'm going to keep fighting. More of an update here in a couple of weeks. I'm paraphrasing, but that was pretty much the announcement that he made. And so today what we're doing is a crazy thing happened here today. I had a hammer spawn bowling ball in my office, and I said, you know what, this weekend I'm going to let people Venmo me $5 for an entry to win a hammer spawn bowling ball, and 100% of the proceeds I'm just going to put in the GoFundMe account once the tournament's over in D-Ron's name. Well, in our community name for D-Ron's GoFundMe cause. I mean, can you imagine not being able to go to work and all the bills and with inflation and everything, how terrible things are as far as just how expensive it is to live? Well, D-Ron's going to need some help. So a lot of people have already helped, and I thought, hey, we could do our own thing here and we could help. So we're giving away a spawn bowling ball. If you Venmo over $5, you'll have one entry, $10 is two entries, and so on. But then an outpouring of support happened. Not only can you win a spawn bowling ball, it was Anthony Simonson this morning that texted me and said, hey, I'm listening right now. I want to donate a Wicked Gremlin. So somebody can also win a Wicked Gremlin that he'll ship to you. And I'm like, oh, man, thanks a lot. That's cool. Then Carl Long here said, I'm gonna give away a Brunswick bowling ball of choice, any Brunswick ball of choice. And I said, oh, man, that's awesome. So now you can win 3 balls in this deal. And then Wesley Lowe texted me, who you see on your screen right here, and he goes, I've got a Vengeance Returns that I'd like to also donate. So then you can win a Vengeance Returns, okay? I think that's the name of the ball. I got to make sure I got that right. Yes, Vengeance Returns. That's it. And then Darren Tang texted me and said, I want to give away an IQ Sapphire. So you can get an IQ Sapphire. And then Kevin Jenkins got involved and said, I'm going to give away a Zero Mercy Pearl. So not only does this $5 get you an opportunity to win one bowling ball, you can win a Spawn, a Wicked Gremlin, a Brunswick Ball of Choice, Vengeance Returns, IQ Sapphire, and Zero Mercy, thanks to all those other great people. So we're going to do that drawing Monday night because I got to fly to Norfolk, Virginia for the PBA 50 on Bowl TV next week. So Monday night, I'll be doing that drawing in my hotel room. Everybody that's donated $5 will get one entry, $10 is two entries, and so on. So if you would like to donate on behalf of our community here, I will make sure all the money gets donated to his GoFundMe. You'll see that cruise over Monday night on his GoFundMe page from all of us here at Inside Bowling, chat room, community, and so on. So there's my Venmo, the Mike Flanagan, TheMikeFlanagan, and I'll see to it that all the proceeds go straight to D-Ron. D-Ron was watching earlier today, and he had these words to say in our chat room. He said, I just wanted to come on and say thank you to everyone for showing their support for me during this time. Thank you for having me in your thoughts. Thank you, Mike and Carl, for everything you're doing. So that was from D-Ron earlier today. So if you'd like to donate, that's how you do so. And now I need to just go over to the tournament booth here real quick, get a rundown of all the players, and we'll be able to rock and roll for 6 games. High scores here. I will invert our stream here. You can see some other players and see how they're doing right over here. I'll be right back. I'm getting familiar with the Arizona bowling crew here, but I don't know all the players, and I'll have my list of all the players here in just a moment. But we do see Dylan Donahue there, conveniently with his name on his back. And Brandon Knapp. Saw Kevin Jenkins just a moment ago. Chris Clark. Let me know where you're watching from today, everybody. Some of you are wondering how much have we raised so far in the D-Ron Booker GoFundMe. We have raised $1,150 so far. $1,150. You guys are awesome. I was talking earlier about how I love complete bowlers that can bowl really good on house shots and really good on, you know, hard patterns as well. And Chris Clark fits that mold. He can bowl on just about anything. Not to say that others can't, but he just gets it done. Wesley flagged a 7-pin. We got some Kansas City checking in. We got some Texas checking in, some South Carolina, some Vegas. It's great to have you all with us. How's the picture coming in? Everything coming in good? Looks pretty good on my end, from what I can tell. Got these 4K cameras, and sometimes they just have a mind of their own, but I'm feeling pretty good about it now. Nice shot there by Wesley. Eddie Van Daniker up on lane 5. All I had to do was just mention his name. And he doesn't strike. We got some folks watching from Georgia. We got New Jersey in the house. Gilbert, Arizona, right up the road. Watching from Utah. Chandler. Everything's good. Picture's ideal. Oh, that's nice. Shane, you get a bonus point for that. Let's go with, what can we give him? That's for you, Shane. Let's see. Illinois picture's good. I'm watching from East Amherst, New York. Good luck to all the bowlers. Evening time almost out there. I do a great job covering these tournaments. I like to think I do once in a while, eh? You know, some people take me serious when I act like I'm the greatest ever. They actually think I'm serious. And it bothers them when I do it. They do not sense the sarcasm whatsoever. There was one guy in particular in this industry that dates back to, man, 2011, that just has taken me so literal and never understood my humor, never got it, and will never get it, and has gone out of his way to just be a complete, pardon my language, but he's just been a complete dick to me. I mean, just my entire bowling career. And one day I'm going to air it all out. Because at some point I'm just not going to care anymore. I try to be politically correct, but there is one person that has just gone out of his way to just absolutely make my life miserable and try to embarrass me and everything else. And this guy, it's insane. I think he really believes when I say I'm the greatest and that I never make a mistake in all of those things, that he really thinks that I believe that about myself. Wesley, do I ever make a mistake?
Yeah, you jinxed my partner.
Jinxed his partner. I did. Hey, I told the audience that. At least I'm truthful. I said I mentioned his name, and I said, of course, he doesn't strike. I never make a mistake. I've never spelled my name wrong on Bowl TV. Nothing bad has ever happened. Anyhow, but I appreciate all the positivity. I mean, look, all we have in this lifetime is an opportunity to hang out together. If you like bowling, there's something wrong with you. I love bowling. There's something wrong with me. So let's just all just not be right together. Watch Darren Tang, who's become a two-handed bowler. He's won a title against Belmo. I mean, come on. These stories are ridiculous. We're going to see D-Ron Booker back out here bowling one day, sooner than later, on Inside Bowling. It's going to be great. So we got a little 260 brewing here for Josh Kennedy. Josh Kennedy's a player, by the way. That dude, I mean, on the lanes. I'm not saying he's a player. Somebody could be taking it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? He's not a player. He just crushes a lot. But yeah, that dude's good. He's good on anything too. I mean, he's won on really demanding, brutal conditions, and he's also won on softer conditions like this here today. Just good acceleration in the downswing. Just throws it so good. Van Daneker with a little 256. Wesley Lowe going to be sub 200 here. But here's the thing about Wes. He's bowled 900 before on a house shot. That dude, once he figures it out, will average 260. I didn't even talk about Cryer. Cryer bowls 270, Josh Kennedy 263. I mean, when it comes to tomorrow's round of 16, we're going to see some matches, everybody. Some incredible matches. High scoring matches. Darren Tang looking to be in the 220s. Ball with Fitz. Little 8-pin there for D-Tang. I got this thing going. Watch this. Watch Darren's shot right here. Oh yeah, I'm throwing it great. 1-3. Boom. Solid 8. Thank you, sir. I got my sheet here. Let's see. Fitz and Tang, Lowe and Van Daneker, who we talked about. Robbie Patterson and Havel Wright. I don't know those guys as well, but that's they're on lane 7. They were just on lane 7 and 8. Cryer and Kennedy, as I mentioned, Brandon Matthews and Aaron Yamamoto. Chris Clark and Kevin Jenkins bowling together. Knapp and Briggs. Dylan Donahue and Juan Canez. Let's do the flip here. Looks like let's see what we got here. 237, 154, 194, 191. Slow starts over there. Jenkins and Clark look like they can bowl 259 and 234. Matthews and Yamamoto. Yamamoto can bowl 178. Matthews can bowl 227. Cruising along. Let's see. Do we know what the pattern is? Yeah, we do. I popped it up a little while ago, but I'll bring it up again. I believe I've seen that dude post about you, and it's ridiculous. Oh, we've got a pineapple in the chat. I wonder why we have that. Who is my favorite Pro Bowler? That's like impossible. How am I supposed to do that? Pete Weber. Hey, Tracy Tang, how you doing?
I'm so happy and relieved now.
Carl's here. What's up, buddy?
Hello, hello.
Cruising along. How's the health? You doing okay?
You know, I have my struggles, but yeah, I appreciate you asking. But yeah, I'm doing okay. I thank you.
Okay. All right. I know this morning you had some blood sugar stuff going on. Just want to make sure you're all right.
Appreciate you. How's everything going on the start of game 1?
It's going great. I mean, oh, Richie Teese is here. Goodness, you told me he was coming. I didn't know he was going to come over here right now.
Yeah.
Mike, I'm Richie Teese. I'm here to bowl today. Here to bowl against the great Kevin Jenkins.
Yeah, we have a definitely pretty solid
oh yeah,
squad.
dude. You got some ballers here today. Wow. Even the great Dallas Leong is here.
Right in front of us.
He's not going to be able to defend his New Mexico Open title, I hear. I hear he's going overseas. You are? So which one are you going to New Mexico? Oh, okay. I'm going to text Fagan right now and tell him.
He texted me yesterday.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay. Because we were on a phone call yesterday about the New Mexico Open, and he goes, "I saw Dallas on the Lucky Larson's list. He won't be bowling."
We were at Expo, and they were like, "Today's the last day to Lucky Larson." I was like, "Oh, shit." I got on it. Absolutely.
Got it. Chris Clark finishing out. Bowl 239 to go with Kevin Jenkins 224. And that's what it is. You were asking about the pattern, everybody. This is the pattern, Desert Heat doubles. It's a house shot. And there are your scores from the first round this morning. Those are your posted scores. I would say the 440 and the 494 are safe for the top 16. All the other scores, I could not tell you if they have any chance of making it at this point.
I was talking to Jake Peters and Spencer down there on the high end, and Jake had said, "Do you think it's gonna?" I think it's gonna take 500. I'm like, to make 16?
No, it's not.
He's like, yeah, maybe. I'm like, no chance.
It's not going to take 500.
I will take the under all day of 500 to making 16.
No, he's crazy.
I mean, 500 he's probably going to lead. I think there might be a 600.
We're up over $1,000 now.
That's awesome.
In the D-Ron Booker Fund.
When you first mentioned it, you were like, I think we can get to 1,000. Like, all right, let's take the over on this. Let's go. That's awesome. You know, that's to your audience, by the way.
Oh, yeah, they're the best.
So, huge shout out to the Inside Bowling audience and everyone at home watching the Does He Doubles. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate the support.
I got you extra plugs this year.
Oh, yeah?
Well, remember you couldn't plug in your laptop? We had to unplug stuff and everything?
Yes. And
I got it all set up now, brother.
This is perfect. So
I got you all good to go.
You know, I think last month's Cactus Classic was a learning curve for you, just being here for the first time.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, this is just.
When I packed everything up, I was like, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this, I do need this, I do need this. This will make it better. This will be this. All right. This will give me a little more room for doing Carl to plug in his laptop and everything. Yeah, we're good.
Well, perfect. I again, you're the consummate professional, so you know.
Well, I mean, I try to be. But here's the thing. If people call me a professional, then there's an expectation. I like to just let everybody know that I suck at this and I'm just a bowler that tries to plug things in and does the best I can with what I'm given.
Well, I would assure you that Theo and I hired you for a reason.
Okay.
So between you and Bowlstream, you guys are super synonymous for what you guys do, and it's been thoroughly appreciated over the years. So again, thanks for being here yourself.
This trip here, in and out too. I kind of like this. I got in yesterday, was able to come over. I set up in about an hour and 15 minutes. The league bowlers came in. I got out of here, finished setting up this morning. I got these cameras finally dialed in the way I like them because we don't have lane talk here. So I got to make it look good with the scoreboards and the lanes. It's the best I can do. I think our thumbnails turned out great for this one.
100%.
Yeah, I think we're nailed this one. We're good.
You know, and then we got to figure out who's going to make the cover for the number 4 in Vegas. We'll have to talk about that.
Yeah, you have to tell me.
We'll have to talk about that, who makes the cover of number 4. And, yeah, super excited to have you come along for the ride to Vegas. And you'll have lane talk. And
I will have lane talk.
Good to go.
Nice messenger there from D-Tang. I think I'm going to give Richie Teese the old stare down. He has yet to acknowledge me.
We're going to stand up for this, too.
I'm going to, yeah. I'm standing up. Love me some Richie Teese, man. Carson Bell bowling with Richie Teese.
So I was watching the stream when you were talking about the different skill sets.
Yeah.
And I'm over here like, man, I'm just not a complete bowler like Mike was talking about. I don't have the skill set.
You know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah, like.
I mean, you get what I'm saying.
Well, when you bowl on tour, you have to generate, you have to create your own friction to be able to manipulate the lanes. And when you bowl on different house shots and stuff, I know playing the tube into the right is the play, but I feel like a lot of tour players generate so much hook that we can't play there. Like we were both throwing like
I know.
super low dip balls.
I know.
Everything. We got to stay out there. And
Yeah.
the hard craft just is not.
So here's the question. If they'd have put this out at Columbus instead of what they put out, would the scores have been lower?
100%.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they don't flip off the rip.
I know.
Like, I've heard about people like throwing your thing because they hook too much. Like, they're already tight down lane.
Yeah. Darren coming over. He said, I listened to you earlier talk about complete bowlers, those that can bowl on house and tough shots, and he goes, maybe I'm just not a complete bowler because I can't bowl on house shots. That's why he hates League.
He bowl. 90% of his videos are on League.
I mean, don't you at least come over and say hi, or?
Oh, all right, hold it.
Oh, I forgot you take every bowling tournament serious like it's tour, buddy. They're hard.
So,
Hey, just take about half your revs off and move 5 right, and you're good. That's it. Yep, just right up there. Richie Deese. He's like, I'm bowling. I'm not going to come over and talk to you. I'm like, wow.
so I think Dallas and Richie accidentally screwed up coming over to this pair of where they're bowling. Hey, Dallas.
Is Dallas bowling with Richie?
Yes.
Okay, so that's where I got confused because it's supposed to be the partner across from you.
Yes, that's correct. So, I just don't think they were listening to the announcements.
Yeah, so here's the question. Why did you guys do it that way? I've never seen a doubles tournament where you bowl across from each other, at least in the Midwest.
You were going to have to ask Mr. Theo
Okay.
about that.
Because, yeah, they're bowling with the player across from them, not the player on their lane.
Well, except for them.
Except for them, yeah. I guess the reason would be
It makes sense, and I get that. And
both
that's a
both
Theo
teams
thing.
have to finish on each lane.
That's correct.
I guess that's why.
But and then it is not left, obviously, right. It's moving the pair.
Yeah.
Hey, Theo, heads up. They started wrong.
Dallas asked to stay that way the rest of the
The whole way, or just this game? This game or the whole way?
stay, because that's how they start.
So Dallas and Richie are bowling together. Good to know. Good to know. Carson Bell is bowling with Cameron Henning. That's the team. Darren's going to bowl like a ton over. Richie T's the 2024 PBA Steve Nagy Sportsmanship Award winner out on tour. Richie won the 2017 PBA Shark Championship in Las Vegas. Member of England's national team for 10 years. Won the 2016 European World Bowling Tour Rankings Championship. The thing a lot of people don't know about Richie Teese is he can get inside and he can hook it too. Doesn't necessarily play straight all the time, even though he's kind of a lower rev rate in today's modern game standards. Here comes Richie. What are you doing over here?
I bowled nationals.
Okay.
I'm on the companion team with Jake's.
Okay.
That was last week? Yeah, we done last week. And then bowling the Lucy next week.
Oh, the Lucy next week.
So I kind of hung out with Jake's in Vegas in between, like,
Okay.
so I kind of
Got it.
saw this was on, so I was like, why not?
Nationals, Lucy, and needed something in between, so here you are.
There was a reason why in Tacoma.
Okay.
Flights were like $100.
Yeah, expensive flights, yeah. Well, thanks for coming, Richie. It's great to have you, bud. Always great.
The weather is just unreal.
Oh, isn't the weather just crazy?
It's unreal how it's still 10 degrees hotter than Vegas.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought I got used to the heat. Now I'm going to get back used to it.
Yeah, it's 110 here, 115. Cesar Padilla is bowling with Mike Jones. Bobby Fisher with Steve Locke. They're just next door over on lanes 3 and 4. We saw Cesar finish second at the Cactus Classic last month. Let's invert our stream here and head over here, see if we got any big strings going or anything. Not seeing any massive strings by any mean of strikes. Pryor and Kennedy over here. Pryor can still bowl 269. And Kennedy can still bowl 278. Pryor's another guy that can bowl on hard and soft conditions. He's just got that roll. He's tough on everything. Kennedy looking good out there as well. Move back over. Darren Tang looking to be in the 230s after the open frame. Oh no. So we've got a solid 8 and a blower 710 for D-Tang already here through 2 games. Look at that one again. I don't know why my replay went so fast there. Thought I got it in plenty of time. I do have scores after the first game for this this squad. Peters and Robarge 556. Kennedy and Brandon Cryer had 533. Dahmer and Burns had 521. Brett Wolf and Cortez Schenk had 480. You got Fisher and Locke at plus 76. Clark and Jenkins at 63. Lowe and Van Daneker at 39. Lang and Van Sickle at plus 30, followed by Whitelaw and Cook, Johnson and Hamilton. I gotta click on the Peters Robarge score. Robarge had 300, Jake Peters 256. So I need to keep track of these 300s here today. Also on this squad, we have 22 teams. We had 15 on A. We got re-entries available here this evening.
It don't matter. I'm just watching the guy that's averaging 260 in league here.
Lance Emerson had 300 in A squad, and now Spencer Robarge. On B squad. Dwight Burns had 268. Keith Dahmer had 253. And I thought I pinned that in here. Maybe I didn't pin it. Put your results pinned in the chat. Pin message. There we go. Message is pinned. Retired Lamb Jam says, I'm 71, can't wait to get back to bowling this fall in a couple of senior leagues. Had right knee replacement 11 weeks ago, going to try practicing in the next week or two. That's awesome. Glad it went well. All right, let's see, Mike. I'm going to try to put you on the spot here. Out of all the tours and tournaments you've done in your career, which one or two are your favorites? Oh, boy. That's like the question about who's my favorite pro bowler. Events that stand out to me.
That's such a tricky question because I don't think there's a right answer for the other TDs.
I mean, like just moments that stand out. I mean, I thought it was pretty cool that in my hometown, when everybody told me if you put out something hard, nobody will come because everybody else has tried it and it wouldn't work. And I had 412 entries for the IB Open one year, and Bo Burton was in the booth with Dave Lamont. That was a pretty special moment for me because it was more about the people say you couldn't do it, and then we did. So that's probably the live streaming inside bowling moment. PBA Tour really is just the fact that some guy that admired bowling as a kid and really followed sports and grew up on SportsCenter with Dan Patrick and Keith Olbermann and those guys, and has always really listened to the craft of calling a game and has always found that interested. How that guy who didn't go to school for broadcasting some way, somehow made his way to the chair for the PBA National Tour to be able to sit there and call professional bowling, number one. And then number two, be able to talk about a world-renowned top player maybe ever and mention or criticize or say out loud what I see about that person and have some sort of credibility with the majority of the audience and the player that I can get away with doing that despite never having a PBA card, never standing on a lane, and ever throwing it on television to even know what that's like and to still have their, you know, I haven't had anybody ever have an issue with me. I haven't heard it through the grapevine or to my face that, oh, Flanagan's saying this. Yeah, he's never done that. So to have the respect of those players, I think those are the two biggest takeaways from it all. If I have to pick a PBA moment, oh man, what EJ Tackett did at the U.S. Open a couple years ago when he was way down out of it and then made this giant run, that'll always stand out to me. Calling John Burkett's title on the PBA 50 Tour after being a San Francisco Giants fan with Will Clark back in the day, even though I'm a Cardinal fan, diehard Cardinal fan, but that year, my dad and I, we just watched the NLCS that year, and, just calling that was pretty cool. Getting to have Jimmy Allen on the air singing a song on Bowl TV was pretty cool. Filming Mookie Betts' 300 game and singing on SportsCenter that night with my handheld was pretty cool.
So it's not so much favorite tournaments versus favorite moments that stand out in your head.
Yeah.
Which I think is a safer way of answering these questions for sure. Especially, I mean, you've done so much.
Yeah.
And I would say that every moment that you mentioned I can understand why that would be such a special moment for yourself, especially.
Getting to cover Liz Johnson in a time when there was no women's tour and she was out bowling against the men, that was pretty amazing.
Right.
I'm talking Boot Hill tournaments, Proprietors Cups, things like that. Watching Shannon Plahowski also, she finished. Did she win the Proprietors Cup? I think she won the Proprietors Cup.
I don't remember.
My memory is really escaping me, but I mean, seeing those women when they didn't have a tour go out and try to compete against the men and have success, that was pretty awesome. I always cheered for them.
Not to interrupt you, on lanes 1 and 2, Chris Tucker with the front 9.
Oh, I can go there. I actually have that. Well, 259, 236 for Cryer and Kennedy. Thank you, Carl. Chris Tucker bowling with Mark Myers.
And Mark accidentally with 3, 4, 6, 7, 10.
Gotta clean up these scoreboards a little bit. I can do better. I will do better.
Yeah, it's good for brackets.
If he doesn't strike on this ball, it's your fault. He was minding his own business over there, going into the front 9. You had to interrupt me in the middle of my story and make me go over here. Shame on you.
Ladies and gentlemen at home, I've been told specifically from Mr. Flanagan to point out things to him that I see.
That is true.
So
You did your job, buddy.
to a fault, apparently.
You did every job possible. You got us over here where we needed to go, and you clouded them. It was perfect.
Hey, welcome to my life.
Those are some of the things though about streaming bowling tournaments. It's pretty cool. It was pretty neat. It was pretty neat getting to call Jordan Richards win. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Jordan Richard winning, who is now Jordan Snodgrass. But I got to call some collegiate action every year in the Southland Bowling League, and thought she was going to be a pretty good bowler, the Michelle Feldman of our era, and. I go out and work the PWBA every once in a while. So I worked an event and I was on the call and Jordan won. That was cool.
Nice.
I kind of root for I wish Carolyn Dornbell were still out there bowling and some other folks like that. I have all this respect for Giannotti and her and, DeRupo and no random order here. Tish Johnson and, all those greats of the game. Leanne, all of them. Yeah, they're all just Alita. But in the modern day players, there's just something about Jordan Richard. I just think she might go on to be mentioned in that greats category. So to be able to call one of those title matches that she won was cool. I've never got to call Pete win a title.
You might.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
you actually might be able to in October.
I've never been on the call for Pete winning, which is something I would love to have happen.
You just never know, man. I mean, that's the one thing I've been really happy about with the tournament in October. 3 different champions in 3 different years. Good, bad, or indifferent. No touring national player has yet to win the event as well.
Yeah. Robarge comes over and bowls 214 this game after coming off 300, and Jake Peters is going to be in the 230s. They're your leaders of this squad.
That might have an opportunity to change here.
Somebody was asking about the Venmo. If you'd like to get in the D-Ron Booker fundraiser, he's been told about a week and a half ago or so, or at least he announced on Facebook, he has leukemia. He's in the hospital for quite a while here, working on getting that taken care of. Here's to a speedy recovery, and there's a GoFundMe page. And this weekend we are fundraising to try to help with his medical bills and anything else that he's going to need to get through this. It's the least we could do. And if you pay $5 to that Venmo right there, you will be entered in to win a bowling ball. Not only one bowling ball, but we were up to 6 bowling balls donated by various people. Myself, Carl did one on behalf of this tournament. Anthony Simonson, a Wicked Gremlin bowling ball he is doing. He was watching earlier and said he wanted to give away a ball. Wesley Lowe was watching earlier, said we want to do a Vengeance Returns. Darren Tang said, I'm going to give an IQ Sapphire. And Kevin Jenkins said, how about a Zero Mercy Pearl? I'd be more than happy to give one of those away. So you can win one of 6 bowling balls. We'll be drawing on Monday night on the Inside Bowling Facebook channel.
Do we have an update on that?
I'll look in a minute. Yeah, it's getting up there. I'm going to move out of here and go over to here because I want to fix those scoreboards. I don't like the way that they are. And let's see what we got here as far as an update on the donation. We are approaching $1,200.
Nice.
Almost up to 1,200.
I'll put it out there. We get to 2,000, I'll just add another ball.
Okay.
Any brands of Brunswick bowling ball. If we get to 2,000 for D-Ron, I'll just add an extra ball just to spice it up.
I'm pretty sure we're going to get there.
Well, that's why I put the number there. I want to get there.
We will.
I want to get there.
I'm sure we will.
And with that being said, huge shout out to Brunswick for giving me the opportunity to have X amount of balls to work with the Agenong Open and the Desert Heat doubles, and a huge shout out to everyone over at Brunswick and Hammer.
However, watch Prodigy Bowlers Tour hosted by Coach Randy Brown. It started in 2016. You would be amazed how well those youth bowlers bowl. I have seen those before. They're very well produced. To those of you that are subscribed to Bowl TV, I will see you next week. You can watch the PBA 50 Looking to see how many events they have left. We're getting towards the end of the season over there. Second to last event of the season, the PBA 50 Norfolk Classic from AMF Norfolk Lanes. July 27th through the 30th. We'll be working with Brian Kane and Dave Lamont on the call over there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Come home Friday. Left side of your screen, you got Spencer Robarge and Jake Peters, along with Chris Tucker and Mark Myers. You got Bobby Fisher and Steve Locke, along with us, Cesar Padilla and Mike Jones. Bottom right of your screen, we got Richie Teese bowling with Dallas Leong, Carson Bell with Cameron Henning, Michael Fitzgerald with Darren Tang, and Wesley Lowe with Eddie Van Daniker. We are going to go ahead and invert the stream right now. Couple pins on the deck, isn't quite going to get there. You're just tuning in, they're bowling on a house shot. Bottom right of your screen, Robarge and Peters both have the front three. Robarge is just firing reactive down there. To those of you that don't know, Robarge and Peters bowled the Rotholman doubles together. And they were the last ones done practicing up at Bayside Bowl. I was on the call up there for that one. And they might over-communicate with each other. I don't mean that as a bad thing either. They're talking right now. You can actually kind of hear their conversation. They're standing by my open mic. We'll go back over there since these guys haven't missed. Guess it'd be good if I actually had the correct graphic up on the screen as well. Take a look at our scores here. Kennedy and Cryer. The AOO is a qualifier for the Agent Ong Open. Hey, Spencer. Spencer, what ball are you throwing? Special effect. He's in a special effect. Humming at 24 miles an hour down the lane. The thing said 24 miles an hour up there. It's probably a little off, yeah. Just a hair off, okay. He said, I think that's a little off. I gotta make this fit a little bit better, don't I? Let's try that. Whoop. All right, Kennedy and Cryer are plus 237. Peters and Robarge plus 207, followed by Wolf and Shank at plus 176. We got Dahmer and Burns at plus 140. Sean Whitelaw and John Cook at plus 127. Johnson and Hamilton at 111. And you got Clerk and Jenkins at 100, along with Teese and Leong at 100. Bobby Fischer, Steve Locke at plus 79, and Lowe and Van Daneker at plus 74. Bowling on the house shot. The Venmo info is the Mike Flanagan, TheMikeFlanagan, or you can use the QR code that I'm going to pop up here. Another strike for Spencer. Here is your QR code for the D. Ron Booker bowling ball giveaway, $5 entry. We're now up to 6 balls. If we get to $2,000, Carl's going to give another. That'll be 7 balls. We will definitely get there. We're already over 1,200, and it's early. Still very early, and we got all day tomorrow and more people are watching, so it's gonna be a good thing. You should all feel good about it. We're all gonna feel good about it. Nice shot there from JP. Decatur Jake. Greatly appreciate everybody that's partaking in the D. Ron Booker bowling ball raffle. Also want to thank those of you that have been purchasing items on Inside Bowling today as well. That's been really nice. Thank you for that. Save 15% with coupon code YouTube. And this week, if you're a Motive fan, Motive items are on sale this week. 25% off Motive, not a modem, Motive. Ooh, oh, Spencer got that one up the lane a little bit and just got away with it. Watch this one again. He didn't like it. Comes in high, trips out the 4 and the 6. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. He and Jake are perfect. Robarge already has one 300 here today. Looking to make it 2 here. All right, so usually when you miss in and you collapse out the 4 and the 6 and everything else crazy, this is when the carry gods get even. I've seen it so many times where this is like 9 all day on this ball. Nope. Nope, that's called a reverse cloud, everybody. You're welcome. Trying to keep this thing rolling. Ooh, Jake with the 8 falling out. Front 8 apiece, 16 bagger. Darren Tang walking over to just kind of maybe try to figure out what these two guys are doing that he's not. Darren's changing balls. Dallas can bowl 194. Richie Teese can bowl oh no, just 247 now. Van Daneker's going to be in the 160s if he doubles. These guys will probably be re-entering. Wesley can just bowl 212. But let's move over to where the action's happening. Dallas is probably going to pick this 410 though first. Let's just make sure he makes this. Oh, gave it a run. All right, Decatur Jake working on the front 8, looking for 9 in a row. His partner Robars will be up next, looking for 9 in a row. Front 9, Jake Peters. Straight from Decatur, Jake. Now, from Springfield, Missouri, the left-handed sensation, Spencer Robars. Oh, get the 7 out, Spencer. That's the lane he went high and collapsed everything out just a little bit ago. These guys got the front 9 each. They could bowl 600. Good Lord. Mercy.
God, you gotta find another 8 miles an hour.
I know some folks are asking for this. You can always rewind on Inside Bowling, though, on YouTube if you ever need to go back. But there it is for you conveniently. Whoa. Missed the head pin right twice there. All right. I don't think in the history of Inside Bowling, at least that I can remember, that we've ever had an opportunity for 2 perfect games. Maybe not, maybe we've had an opportunity, but it's never happened. Spencer Robars and Jake Peters are just 6 hits away from making that happen right now here at Lakeview Lanes. Robars up in the 10th, first ball. Oh, he gets the 6 out and slap it out, Spencer. Why don't you? Get yourself a bowl for that chili. It's warm outside, but it's chilly in here. He's a cold stone killer. Look at this guy. Woo! All right, we are 5 away from a 600 score. It's funny what happens when the scores happen. Got the most viewers we've had all day. People are texting each other, letting people know. Right now we might see 600. Oh, and Spencer gasses the next one and collapses everything out on the right side of the lane. He's smiling. He's happy. He's already bowled 300 game number 1. This would be his second 300. To those of you that want to know, what did he bowl game 2? I believe it was 213. I got to double check on that. 214. He's looking to bowl 814. Peters had 256, 237. He cannot get to 800. There's a lot of people in here starting to look at this. This is becoming a thing.
Yeah, 600 would be absolutely stunning.
Here we go. Oh, 299. 299 for Robars, a little 6-pin stuffer. Robars bowls a cool little 813 to start. Now Peters, he's just going to do the thing, and then he can go ahead and just rip on Spencer the rest of the day. I mean, they could have tied a record.
It's 300, 300? I don't know who holds that.
I don't know, but I know it's happened before.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's happened. 1 pin short of a record.
It's tipping now. I mean, it's going left. And
Jake Peters, front 10. Looking for 11.
Oh, 5 pin.
Way left. Well, that went from being like one of the most exciting things ever in the history of bowling to just a phenomenal game.
Stellar, actually, still.
299, 289. Aren't these the guys that said it's going to take 500 to make the cut?
Yeah, they're going to just
Well,
try
that-
to get to 600 on their own.
That's because they knew they had such good looks. That's why they felt so confident about the scoring pace here today. Nice job to both of these gentlemen. All right, at least he didn't have to buy everybody in the building a beer or drink of choice. Nice bowling, guys. Nice job. And we move into game number 4. How about we slide to the left?
So before we get on our next little thing, Greg Thompson Jr., which bowled the A squad,
Yep.
just messaged me and says he too would like to donate at any brands of Brunswick bowling ball.
Okay. We will put that in there. Greg, any brands of Brunswick ball,
Yep.
courtesy of Greg Thompson.
No, you're good.
So now we have, what, 7
They're similar.
balls to give away?
Yes, we do. Thank you, Greg Thompson. So now not only in the D. Ron Booker Bowling Ball giveaway donation fund, can you win a hammer spawn, which is what was the original idea, and then Anthony Simonson came along and said, oh, let's give away a Wicked Gremlin as well. And then Carl said, how about a Brunswick Ball of Choice? And then if we get to $2,000, he's going to double it. Then Wesley Lowe's given a Vengeance Returns. Darren Tang's offering up an IQ Sapphire, a Zero Mercy Pearl from Kevin Jenkins, and now any brands of Brunswick Ball from Greg Thompson Jr. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 if we get to $2,000. We currently sit around $1,300. Okay. Keep raising money for D-Ron. That's what we're going to do. Brandon Knapp and Jaden Briggs, along with Dylan Donahue and Juan Canez. Is it Canez or Canez?
I believe it's Canez,
Canez. Okay.
but I've never
Yep.
really talked to him to his last name, so yeah.
Next door, you got Sean Whitelaw and John Cook, along with Keith Dahmer and Dwight Burns. Will be coming over next. We will introduce some more players here. Keep moving around. Brett Wolf bowling with Cortez Schenk, and you've got Derek Acuff bowling with David Leverage on the right side of your screen, and to the left, looks like we've got John Mayer and Sean Grant and Alec Johnson and Miles Hamilton. This will look a little better if I do this. I don't know how I got to this screen. There we go. Bottom right of your screen, we're going to have Robarge and Peters again. We'll keep an eye on those guys. Our next squad starts at 6 o'clock here this evening if anybody would like to come out and bowl. Are we just taking 24 teams?
16.
No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. Tonight's squad, is it capped at 24 teams?
36.
36.
That's correct. Every squad is capped at 36.
Okay.
Up to 36. Yep.
That'll be interesting if we get more than 24.
It's a very good possibility
Yeah.
between the players that bowled A and then the people that feel like they're not comfortable with their number or they're out of the line. I mean, I think that C should inevitably, in my opinion, be our biggest squad.
Yeah, we had 15 and then 22. So tonight, if we have more than 24, that will make for some. The field will have to bowl a little bit slower to those pairs that have 3 teams.
Correct. It just really depends on how it all shakes out. Yeah, we're gonna try to stagger them apart so when the teams move, they'll be better. But who knows? I mean, it's just gonna see how it plays out. Yeah, the 6 to the pair was always gonna be our max.
Yeah. Those of you that may just be getting off of work, welcome into our broadcast. You're watching the 2026 Desert Heat Doubles being bowled on a house condition. We are here at Lakeview Lanes here in Sun City, Arizona. Shout out to General Manager Reed Gibbs hosting us, and to the entire community here. This is a senior retirement community. This is a private bowling center for letting us come in and have this event. Shout out to Theo Douthit, our tournament director, and Carl Long, our tournament promoter, who also pops in and out of the booth with me here. Glad you're with us. We had A squad this morning. B squad is going on right now. C squad tonight at 6. Match play finals start tomorrow at 9 a.m. We do want to thank the Southwest Swing. This is event number 2 of the Southwest Swing with $1,000 in added money by presenting sponsor Carl and Kathy Ong, the Agent Ong team, my home group. Thank our sponsors Brunswick, BroBQ and Dawgs, and the Agent Ong team, my home group. I'd like to save 15% off merch at Inside Bowling and promote and support what we do here on our network. You can do so over at InsideBowling.com and save 15% with coupon code YouTube. And we do a deal of the week every week. This week it is Motive gear. Anything Motive, you save 25% with coupon code MOTIVE25. It's right there on the homepage of the website. This is just a doubles tournament, everybody. As suspected, we have new leaders. Peters and Robars go to the lead, plus 395. Kennedy and Cryer right there with them, though, at plus 363, followed by Brett Wolf and Cortez Shank at plus 298, as we have up on your screen. You got Shawn Whitelaw, and John Cook at plus 221. Keith Dahmer and Dwight Burns at plus 168. Chris Clark, Kevin Jenkins, 6th at plus 162. And so on down the line. $400 over is definitely going to be safe. Just saw Brett Wolf and Cortez Shank bowl the Cactus Classic last month here. Watching them out there bowling on a house shot compared to more demanding of a shot. Still hitting the strike pocket pretty consistently here. Cortez did not do very well with his pin carry in his match. Bowled great. Brett, on the other hand, had to make it in out of the Desperado squad and did, and then made the most of it. Making an extremely deep run in the event. We are in game 4 of 6. Glad you're with us here on Inside Bowling, watching the Desert Heat doubles. Bowling on a house shot here today. We'll cut to the top 16 for tomorrow, and then it'll be a bracket play where it'll be 3-game total pinfall matches. Cortez strikes in the 9th. We got a possible 579 here brewing. Sean Grant and John Mayer bowling with Alec Johnson and Miles Hamilton. Hamilton working on 279. Alec Johnson can still bowl 300. Just like that, that comes to an end. 279, 279 still left out there. Brett just tilting the pins down here. Robarge and Peters are up there as letters B and E on the right side of your screen. They're leading the tournament right now. Peters working on a little 4-pin. Lane's starting to dry up, Jake. Not able to string strikes here. Josh Mabry throwing at the 5-pin. Slide back over here as they finish up. So it was Shank and Wolf, 244 and 222. 225 and 267. For leverage and A-cuff. Possible. Still a couple of 279s left up on the board here for Alec Johnson and Miles Hamilton. Oh, awesome. I had a $100 donation come in for the Booker ball raffle. We're almost at $1,400 now. $13.45 on Venmo. And I think I got 20 on Cash App, and I've got like 50 on site. I got them written down here. Thank you, Maryland family. Well, this pair here, 5 and 6, just had 299, 289 by a team. Now 279, 279 possible. For Alec Johnson and Miles Hamilton. Dwight Burns over on 3 and 4. Just left at 247. Can still bowl 235. Dahmer, his partner, can bowl 191. Just about done with Game 4. We'll have a Game 4 update for you here in just a moment. 279, 279. Nicely done. Way to go, guys. Nice bowling. I know. I mean, the next group that comes over here has to bowl like, what, at least 580?
At least 580.
Yeah. It's a good pair. Leaders are struggling over here on 11 and 12. Jake has not been able to carry very well. Spencer's going to bowl 220. They're barely going to be plus this game. You bet, brother. Thank you. All right, heading into game 5. Going to game 5 down here. Pryor and Kennedy down on 1 and 2. Nice shot there from Cryer. Ball with Robbie Patterson and Havel right. Oh, Shagan. You want to go home?
I go out, the ball either looks good or checks the arrows. I go in, the ball never sees it.
Yep, I got you. Some people got it, some people don't right now. Nice shot there by Brandon. Almost had a backdoor Johnny there. Brandon Matthews not having a great day here today. Oh. Chris Clark, Kevin Jenkins here. After 3 games, they were plus 162. They bowled 438 the last game. They are plus 200. As soon as all the scores are in, we'll update those and get them to you. It was Jenkins who won the Cactus Classic here last month. Pryor and Jim Pratt had a pretty epic battle down lanes 1 and 2 at the Cactus Classic.
They definitely did.
Pratt coming out on top on that one.
Five out for Josh Kennedy.
Yep.
Have you noticed any like patterns that you've seen just with the scoring, or is it kind of just pair to pair?
I mean, everybody can get to the pocket. Just some pairs, guys haven't been able to carry depending on when they catch it with transition. Like Spencer and Jake just bowled 4-0. After bowling 5-8.
A million over, right?
180 pins difference, and they didn't suddenly start throwing the ball any different. I'll bounce out of here. We'll move back over here to where we've got 8 teams you can watch.
The scores for Game 4 are officially in.
All of them?
All of them.
Here we go. Peters and Robarge, 404 the last game, plus 399. But the second place team didn't bowl much either, 422. So game 4 is transition game for many. Brett Wolf and Cortez Shank bowled 466 to get to 364. It was Alec Johnson and Miles Hamilton right in front of us, 279, 279 for 558. Get you at plus 251, followed by Sean Whitelaw and John Cook at plus 250. Then you got Richie Teese and Dallas Leong, just bowled 503 the last game. You get to 231. Lang and Van Sickle are now after 487 plus 208. The other team is 200 over is Clark and Jenkins at plus 200. So we've got 8 teams pacing to be 300 over or more. So yeah, I think that 400 number or so is probably going to be around what it'll take to make it into the top 16.
400.
I think so. Around 400. We had 2 teams do it this morning out of 11.
I just think I'm still going to think that it's going to be low to 350, like 325.
You might be right.
I mean, that's my guess.
You might be right.
It's just everyone can catch a pair or two, right? That's, you know, you look at the 404, 422. I mean, you have monster sets by Peters and Robarge every other game. So, yeah, I mean.
I think whatever 6th place is off of this squad will be around the number.
I think that's not a bad guess. I think that's fair.
Whatever that ends up sitting.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think 400 safe. I mean, at 115 to sixth place, put you at 346, 350-ish.
Right.
So if they keep pacing the same, yeah.
Yeah, that's been my guess. It was with 315 to 350. That's been my guess so far.
I think 2 will make it off of A squad. I think 6 or 7 will make it off of this one. Probably 6. That puts us at 8. That means 8 more will make it off of
The
tonight.
final squad.
Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at. So whatever's around 6th or 7th or so on this squad, wherever that number lands, it's probably going to be your cut number. I'll also bring up the 8 a.m. from this morning. So you got that 271. There's no way that's going to make it. So you got 440 and 494 is going to make it.
Yeah. I mean, I think obviously the top 2 a lock, in my opinion, locked.
Yeah.
But
Nobody else.
no one else is locked at all.
Yeah.
Not at the pace this squad is going.
Right. Yep. That's what we got. We are in game 5.
Dare I say it? Crier with the front 8. 9.
Okay.
Josh is having a hard time on lanes 1 and 2 with Crier. He's starting to struggle a little bit to get to the pocket.
We're down to 1 and 2. Crier on the front 8. He'll be up in just a moment. Chris Clark just missed a head pin to the right and looked very confused. One thing about this house pattern is it does seem to be pretty low friction off the end of the pattern. It's not kick it sideways.
I agree.
Even that light hit there with the messenger for Josh.
I mean, max score right now for Josh is 97.
Yep, 197. Now here's Brandon Crier on the front 9 looking for 10 in a row. They are in second right now, plus 385. Another one for Brandon. Brandon today has gone 270, 269, 268. That's 800. And 245. He bowled 807 his first 3 games and in 245, Crier did. And is now working on 300. I would say he's the high person in the tournament.
As of right now, undoubtedly after 5 games, he has to be.
Yep. Josh Kennedy bowled 263, 235, 258, bowled 177 the last game. He's caught some transition. How about that 4 into the 7 for Crier? We've had 2 300 games so far that I'm aware of, unless there was another one. It was Lance Emerson, left-handed, in A squad, and Spencer Robarge in B squad. Game number 1, left-handed. Brandon Cryer looking to be the third, left-handed.
Less traffic.
Cryer for 300. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brandon Cryer on fire. B squad, game number 5.
The only other person I would have to look at scores was Robarge. 314, 99, 27.
Yeah, but 800, 240, 300.
No, I get it. But I wanted to go look to see where he was at because I remember, 2 out of 3, he basically went 11 front 12, 11. So.
We got John Cook stepping up here, working on 268. Oh, comes in just a little high.
Now, can we say anything? Would you like to?
Sean Whitelaw's partner can bowl 235. Yeah, I put the kibosh on him.
There you go.
No question.
I just hate to be the only person in the building that's doing that apparently by accident.
Nap. Tell you what, the hottest team right now might be this Miles Hamilton, Alec Johnson team coming off of 279, 279. Both can bowl 290 this game through 6 frames.
Yeah, I mean, Miles and Alec are definitely solid bowlers out here in the Phoenix area, and they're putting up the numbers to show it. So a lot of interesting teams that that I didn't necessarily know they would be bowling together too. So it's definitely interesting.
I'm going to check on Robarge and Peters to see how they're bowling.
Okay.
I wanted to be clean for 6.
Crowbars is down there back on a tear. He's got the front 8.
Not surprising.
Jake's still can max at 250. If I could go back in time, would I consider two-handed bowling? Yes, I would. I would have become a two-hand. Absolutely. When I was 12, 13, I would have bowled two-handed all day. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Although, if we really want to go off the deep end and do one of Mike's random tangents, there is evidently a gentleman who has come to us to planet Earth from the future, from the year 2045. And he has basically let us know that time travel is a real thing. And he has also let us know that aliens will be traveling back and forth to Earth in 2020. Well, they're going to announce in 2020. I think it's 2028. We're going to be told all about the aliens. And I think in 2029, they are going to actually be on Earth with us. We are going to be divided up into, I believe, 7 different sectors. And there will be one president that will be overseeing the entire Earth. In 2028, I think it is, we're going to have a chip put in our right hands, which is going to be our currency for everything. It'll be one currency throughout. This is a whole thing. Came out last week, and this guy was hooked up to a polygraph test and passed everything that he said. He's a time traveler.
Or a professional liar.
Or a professional liar. Could be.
Where are you getting this from? I thought you were trying to like tell me a premise of a movie that you just recently watched or a TV show. What news do you read? That's kind of maybe the second question I should ask you.
Oh, he's from 2075, actually. Yep.
That makes it more realistic. Thank you. Okay.
Yep. That's what was said recently. So maybe I will have the opportunity to go back in time and bowl two-handed.
Can you finish that, please, and tell me like what you're talking about?
Oh, yeah, it's on a YouTube channel called the Apex, and it has millions of views. It's got a lot of recent play.
So sci-fi fiction?
It's just a guy sitting in a room hooked up to a polygraph test telling us about all his future stuff that he's from the future. That's it. Just a recording of a guy in a room. Hey, Cuff can bowl 290 here.
See, as soon as you said Miles Hamilton and Alec Johnson could both go 290.
Yep.
It ended.
It did end.
Oh, you almost.
I said
you almost did A cup
290
again, but well, he still has one more frame.
I got him. He's all good.
We're batting 1,000 in this booth right now with unfortunate incidents, except for Cryer.
Michelle Maddock in the chat says she also saw the same thing that I saw online. The Time Traveler. In the year 2042, I'm actually going to let everybody know that I am an alien.
89 for Derek Acuff.
Yes, 289.
What year are you coming out?
In 20 years.
20 years.
2046.
Matthews can get to 220. Yamamoto can get to 210.
How is your son?
My stepson is at home with his girlfriend, I'm sure.
This one here bowled pretty good at Nationals.
I don't know who you speak of.
Oh, okay. All right. I was just wondering.
Like who? I don't. Yeah, since that last broadcast, thank you.
Yes.
It has been a never-ending thing.
Oh, really?
Yes. You apparently started, which was a tiny joke around town, has now spawned into, like, when he shot that 300. The amount of messages that I got was
congratulations.
Like, it was the most ridiculous thing. And I don't know if you want to tell the story back, to the audience, but yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. And it's just not true.
Mike, it's the first event you're covering that I'm not there in person since before the World Series of Bowling. Brock. I guess you're right. Everybody else appreciates having a little extra room on the bus since you're part of the roadie crew that travels with us. Brock.
Miles tumbles and leaves the head peak.
This squad is taking a little bit longer than the last squad.
The reason is lanes 3 and 4. Unfortunately, 3 has had a scoring issue at the beginning of this particular block. So between now and the next squad, when we have the downtime, we're going to try to look into this. But they've been manually having to, unfortunately, keep an eye on the scores and make manual changes to lane 3. And I think that's where the bottleneck is, and kind of trickling, snowballing down as the reason why this, or running into an issue.
We're up over $1,400 in the D-Ron Booker bowling ball giveaway $5 increment raffle prize that we're going to do live on Facebook Monday night. Got a bunch of bowling balls we're giving away with this one, donated by various people. Anthony Simonson, Carl Ong, Wesley Lowe, Darren Tang. Us from Inside Bowling have a ball that we're giving. Kevin Jenkins, Greg Thompson Jr. Lots of balls being given away in this $5 raffle. We will be putting all the money into D-Ron's GoFundMe campaign. If you didn't know, D-Ron Booker has been diagnosed with leukemia. He is in the hospital right now dealing with that and will be for some time. His body is actually at this time handling the chemo very well. I believe I have that update. Just try to find it really quick. I think it's right here. The update that was put out today was after receiving some of the worst news of my life just a few weeks ago, my friends, family, and bowling community showed me that I wasn't alone. I won't have an update on how the treatment is going for another couple weeks, but my body is handling the chemotherapy very well. And we will play the waiting game to see if it killed all the bad cells, which will allow my body to produce new healthy cells. I feel support and prayers from everyone, which is getting me through the first round of chemo. I'm a fighter, and I'm going to beat this. Much love to everyone. More updates later from D-Ron. So if you would like to donate, you can via that Venmo link. Or in person, you can also do that. Thanks to everybody who's donated already. We're over $1,400 as we go into game number 6. All scores from game 5 are in.
All right, let's take a look.
The man is on it. Let's go ahead and move over here. Jake Peters, Spencer Robars, 509 the last game. Just because I'm curious, it's going to mess up our screen here, but I am curious what Spencer bowled. 284.
That's a score.
He bowled 284. Back to our scores.
Front 10. No. Yeah. How do you... 84.
Yeah, it's interesting.
How do you get there? Because front 10 puts you in the 280s.
Yeah, 284. Unless it was a typo.
I've never seen that before, so...
284. How do you bowl 284?
Real good count.
Did you see Spencer bowl 284? Trying to figure that out.
I think so.
350 over?
I think so.
I'm just not going to finish that.
You already signed up for your reentry?
I might literally try that. I just split 3 times. I did not put my feet.
Kennedy and Cryer are second at plus 480. Third is Wolf and Schenk at 370. Alec Johnson and Miles Hamilton at 346. Whitelaw and John Cook at 306. Teese and Leong at 298. Lang and Van Sickle at 264. Clark and Jenkins at 239. And you see the rest. I can scroll down a little bit here. Well, I mean, we think 2 teams are making it from this morning. So if you look at only Saturday at 8, the 490 and the 440, the 271 seems light. Okay. So $5,462 is how you get the 284. Thanks for the help in there. Yep, you can enter via Venmo. Yep, that's how you do it. $10 get you 2 entries, $15 get you 3, $20 get you 4, etc., etc. Venmo is lighting up, you guys. We're at about $1,600 now. Congratulations to Dylan Cease, just pitched a complete game shutout for the Blue Jays over the Red Sox. You don't see that every day in today's baseball. Just finishing up here, 202 and 214. For Brandon Knapp and Jaden Briggs. Move down yonder. We got the front seven for Sean Whitelaw, looks like. Whitelaw and Cook currently right now sitting at plus 306. So this is a pretty big game for these guys on lanes 9 and 10. Clark and Jenkins sitting at plus 239 with one game to go. Still bowl 268 and 269. Do I think lefties have an advantage over a righty? I think when left-handers can play the second arrow or left of the second arrow, that is their A game. And with less traffic, the lanes are normally a little bit more consistent pair to pair. Just because there's less balls thrown over there by both recreational players and good players. So when they can bowl when anybody can bowl their A game, they're going to bowl better. Lefties' A games are out there. So in this event, do I think they have an advantage? It reminds me of kind of holiday doubles, right? Two lefties don't win holiday doubles every year. They just don't. And I think in this center, it's very good on the left. I think they can all bowl their A game. I think the right-handers, the lanes transition a little bit, and there's a game that can get lost in transition. I think tomorrow when we're on the fresh for the first round for 3 games, I don't think there's going to be much transition for the righties during those 3 games. But then the next round, they might start a little weird, and the left is still going to look pretty much the same as the first round. So in that regard, you know, I do think the lefties may not have to think as much. It still boils down to pin carry and how your ball's going through the pins. Sean Whitelaw. Oh, ring 10. I don't know if this is the Lakeview house shot or not. I think it is. I just have the pattern that was shown to me. But even the house shot for league plays different than it would for the bowlers that are bowling here. C Squad starts at 6, everybody. 6 o'clock tonight, C Squad. Kevin Jenkins, bottom right of your screen. Still bowl 268. Good shot there. You guys think you got a shot to make it?
I think we got to get ahead of third on this one, because I don't think the last squad. I think if we're third or higher, that means 8 teams have to beat us.
Okay. You think you got to get to third or better on this squad? Okay. Nice shot there, Mr. Cook. Or plus 306. I don't know. Maybe this cut score will be in the 320s. We shall see. Top 16 make it to tomorrow. Brandon Cryer finished with 235. So Cryer today bowled, excuse me, back it up. Cryer bowled 270, 269, 268, 245, 300, and then 235. He bowled 1587. No, hold on. Yeah, 1587, 387 over for 6. $387 divided by 6. He averaged 264.50. This squad, Brandon Cryer did. Nice bowling by this group right here. 220 and 277 for John Cook and Sean Whitelaw. So that's 97 more to their 306. They bowled 403 over. No, 313 over. No, excuse me, I had it right the first time. Oh boy, 403 over. Great bowling. Great bowling by those guys. 403. Really nice job. We'll slide back over to here. Clerk. 12810. Can bowl 203. I don't know. I'm anxious to see how many teams return. I'm going to go over to the tournament booth for just a second, find out what we got as far as re-entries and just entries in general. don't think we're going to have more than 24 teams for this re-entry squad, and I think that our cut number is going to be lower than we were talking about mid-squad here. Looks like Jenkins and Clark here, 71 more to this would put them at 311. Or 310. Which might end up being enough. It's going to be close. Nice finish there for Jenkins. Slide over here. Johnson and Hamilton. Something happened, distracted them here. They're in good shape right now. They are at 346 over. Letters A and D. So again, we'll be back in 2 hours with continuing coverage here. C Squad qualifying from the Desert Heat Doubles 2026 edition here. Derek Acuff had 835 for his last 3. Yeah, that's a bunch. Those of you guys in New York will be watching. It'll be late night bowling for you guys. Still early for us. Don't forget I got that results page pinned in the chat. That's going to be your friend on finding scores. Scores are starting to come in. Kennedy and Cryer finished at 518 over. Wolf and Schenk finished at 446 over. Whitelaw and Cook finished at 403 over. Lang and Van Sickle finished at 300 over. Those are the 300 or more scores that have already been brought in. Hamilton. Still bowl 236. Alec can still bowl 238. Clark and Jenkins finished at 310. Would imagine Peters and Robars are going to lead. They were plus 508 going into the last game. Do appreciate everybody tuning in with us here, though, for sure. Richie, what'd you guys get to?
390.
390.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we had a decent one.
That's solid.
Yeah.
That should be good. Still got the Peters score to come in. You guys will be 5th or 6th, probably.
I haven't looked at tournament bowl in like
Sitting there around when we were, 'cause nothing worked. Escalators or elevators worked when we were.
What'd they have?
409.
409 for Peters and Robarge. Wow, they're going to trail by 1 pin. They're going to be short Cryer and Kennedy by 1 pin. Wow.
Yeah, the next question comes, do you have any bags in the back that I can borrow, Fred? Actually, I did ask that. Yeah, I said we've done that a couple times with the Brunswick.
All right, well, we'll see how everything shakes out here today.
Because they've always got something.
We appreciate you tuning in, everybody. Don't forget, we want to thank our sponsors. Part of the Southwest Swing here, Carl, Kathy Ong, Agent Ong Open coming up in October, and all they do for real estate needs here in the Phoenix area. Bro Brothers Barbecue and Bro Dogs. Food service, awesome food by Theo and his fam bam. And Brunswick. Brunswick, our official bowling sponsor. Southwest Swing event number 2, $1,000 added by Agent Ong team. So for Theo and Carl, and for General Manager Reed Gibbs and his entire staff here at Lakeview Lanes, my name is Mike Flanagan. You're watching the 2026 Desert Heat Doubles. Scores are coming in, and you'll be able to see them update live at tournamentbowl.com on the link posted in the chat. Until then, we'll see you in 2 hours for C-Squad qualifying right here from Sun City, Arizona. Glad you watched it right here on YouTube, Inside Bowling. I'm Mike. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you in 2 hours.